Alright guys, so been a bit of a crazy morning already. No class today. Weighed in this morning at 189. Yeah, crazy. 189. It's only 4 days of carb cycling I've done. I went one high day, 400 carbs, 200 low, 400 high, 200 low, and I've already dropped a few pounds. I'm going to stay consistent probably for the end of this week doing that, one high, one low, and if I feel like I'm losing weight too fast, we'll mix up a little bit. But we're going to head to the Union right now, 12:30. We're going to get some studying done. No gym today. It's an off day, and I got a big final tomorrow, so we're going to study up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Thank you.
I got my whole personal training thing done.
Alright guys, so I had a question I just want to respond to quick about, I haven't been showing a lot of my meals. I've been kind of talking about my macros I've been hitting, but I haven't been talking about my meals. And I had a friend that asked me about, like, do you eat a lot of veggies? Do you eat a lot of veggies in your meal? He's always told to, veggies are important. I eat a decent amount of veggies. I'm not crazy. I know I do have like a small salad with every meal. Here and there I'll throw broccoli in. And that's more of a fiber purpose. You do get nutrients and vitamins from there, but I do take a multivitamin, so I am getting some of it. But the big thing is you can get fiber from fruits, obviously vegetables, and some different grains. So my big thing behind that is I do get some nutrients with them, but I use it as a fiber source. Now fiber is super important. The way with dieting that I do is called flexible dieting. And with flexible dieting, what it is basically fitting your macros. So if you have 200 grams of protein, 200 carbs, and 100 fat to eat, you can eat pretty much, I don't want to say anything you want, but 75% of your diet can be really well. You crave a piece of pizza, you crave some cereal, you crave whatever, just put it in, and then just, that'll take away those amount of carbs or whatever for the day, and then just fill it up to the rest until you hit 200, 200, and 100. It's as simple as that. Is you don't have to be so critical. You have to have brown rice. You have to have chicken. You have to have all this. You can't have fruit. No, you can do really whatever you want to do. So when it comes to getting it, MyFitnessPal, like I said in an earlier video, download it. It's an easy app. It takes a minute after your meal. Plug your food in. It'll even give you a guesstimated or an estimated amount of fats, proteins, and carbs to eat. And you can experiment for a week or so with it and see how your body changes, if you lose weight or gain weight. But start to become aware of what's in food and what foods have more of what in it. So, start with there, find a baseline calorie intake, and make sure you're hitting those carbs, fats, and proteins. And we can talk a little bit more about that, but it's as simple as hitting those macros. You can eat a little bit here and there. Even me on a diet, for a prep, I'm still going to have certain things here and there, but I just put them into my macros and I move on. It shouldn't affect your body composition much, because if you're hitting your macros, your calories are the same, thus your body weight shouldn't really change much. And then at the same time, another thing with fiber, if you're, for every 1,000 calories you eat, about 10 grams of fiber, 10 to 15 grams. So if you eat 3,000 calories, you want about 30 grams of fiber. So just a little give and take there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll talk real soon. Morning guys, so it's almost that time. I have to take my final exam this morning. It is 7:07, so get some breakfast right now. Not sure what's going to be there. It's really early, so I got about 45 minutes to take my exam. So I'm going to get some food, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. See you later. Alright guys, just got back from my final. It didn't go nearly as well as I thought it was going to. One of those finals you study, you think you know everything, and then you know nothing. So that's how it went. Still set up to graduate. I'm sure I passed it. Well, passed the class, so I'm not really worried about that. So we're going to get a coffee in a minute. We had breakfast this morning. Quick heads up. Just a cup of oats, a cup of grapes, 4 eggs for breakfast. Very simple. Today's low carb day, so we're only hitting 200 carbs today. And I just had 3 rice cakes and 25 gram protein shake. Grab a coffee. It's 10:30. Heading to the gym shortly. Arms and chest. Yes, arms and chest. Let's go. Just got to the gym. In case you didn't notice, beast mode in the house. First exercise we're doing is flat dumbbell press. We're working in a higher rep scheme today, so we're doing 4 sets, 15 repetitions every exercise. Alright guys, so we're going to do another voiceover here. This time we're going to talk about the exercises. So we're doing a flat dumbbell press here. The key thing with the dumbbell press is to make sure your butt, back, and head is against the bench. As you notice, I have a grip where my thumb is on top. I kind of like doing that on dumbbell. I kind of get a better squeeze on my chest. But I go down, a little break 90 degrees by a little bit, come up. I don't tap the dumbbells together because that's just going to throw you off balance. Today we're doing a 4x15, so that was our dumbbell press right there. And the next exercise we're going to is our working set for our flat dumbbell press. This is where we do 80-pound dumbbells. Same idea, we're doing 4x15 here. The little trick there is if you have 2 dumbbells on your knees, you can pop them right up. Once you get the hang of that, the weight comes up a lot easier. You're not going to struggle nearly as much. You see a lot of people try to manipulate them up in weird ways. Easy way to come up. Same idea, as you can see the better angle here. My thumb is underneath. Make sure if you do this, you squeeze it really tight. I don't recommend this if you're just starting to do it because you may not have the wrist strength, but overall it's definitely a good movement and a good grip to have once you get comfortable. So this machine's a little weird, called the hoist machine. It moves with you while you press it, but it gets a really great squeeze on your chest. With all these exercises, especially in this machine, we really want to control the weight all the way down, get a nice stretch on the chest, and then get a squeeze at the top. Same idea on all the reps today, 4 sets of 15 reps. Now we're going to hit some pec deck. Love this machine for getting that inner thickness on the chest. A little bend in the elbow is key. You make sure you're at the bottom, you're getting a stretch, and at the top, right, you're going to squeeze nice and tight, almost taking a 1-second pause at the top, just making sure you're getting that full contraction. With this machine, you'll see a lot of people overstretch on the way back and go too wide. Once you get pretty much a straight line across, if you can see from the side, it's as far as you want to go. Next, we're working in a dumbbell. So hammer curls we're starting with today. Because we're in the 15 rep range, we're working like 32.5s, I believe, somewhere in that range. And we're doing alternated hammer curls. We're moving kind of quick with these, but nothing too crazy. Really trying to get that squeeze at the top for a second and getting a quick stretch at the bottom. And we're kind of rapid fire banging these out. By the time you get to that 15 rep range, your arms are just kind of full of blood, and the failure will start to happen. But overall, if you haven't done hammer curls, it really works the forearm a lot. But it's a great exercise, especially to start with. So now we're doing one arm rope extension. I do the one arm because you can really isolate the tricep one at a time a lot better, really focusing and squeezing. And a lot of times people have imbalances. So if you have one tricep that's stronger than the other or bigger than the other, a lot of time that's because you're using a bar and you're favoring one side more than the other. With this rope, you really can take your time and focus and get a nice stretch and nice contraction on each tricep. With this, I go a little above 90 degrees, getting a little stretch in the tricep, and then locking it out at the bottom, squeezing. So another great exercise for the tricep. A lot of people use the rope with 2 hands. I like it doing with 1. So dumbbells right here. This is like a slight incline dumbbell. By having it inclined, you get a better stretch at the bottom. So you're leaning back a little bit. If you never tried it, definitely works really good. You get a little stretch at the bottom, and it makes the dumbbell that much harder to bring all the way to the top. The difference on this, I'm using both hands at the same time. It's a little bit harder because you don't get that rest in between. So it's nice to mix and match. On the hammer curls, we alternated. On this, we're going at the same time, so we had to go a little lighter on the weight. Next exercise we went into the tricep extension with a straight bar. With this, we're kind of going a little heavier, trying to get a good squeeze on this. But the same idea. We're working in that 15 rep range here. So it works really well. And same thing, a little bend at the elbow at the top, getting a little stretch. It looks like I'm using a little momentum, but I'm really just trying to get a stretch at the top of the lift. So now, this is where I use the rope twice, with the double handle rope. I like using it overhead. I feel like I can get a better stretch and squeeze with it. And like I said, I do individual ones just to try to build, not build imbalances. But sometimes you got to use both, and I like this exercise with the overhead rope. It gets a really good stretch and a good squeeze, and you kind of feel it really deep burn in that tricep.
What's up, guys? So I just got back. Today was a bit of a
crazy road trip kind of day. I talked a little bit at the beginning of my early videos, so if you're new to the channel, I didn't really talk much about it. But what I did is I was looking for an apartment down near Boston because I took a job at Equinox, which is located in Chestnut Hill. So Chestnut Hill, Mass, in case you were wondering. So I took a job down there at personal training. And I'm supposed to start June 1st, and I graduate from Springfield College on May 15th, so it only gives me a few weeks to look for housing. I just took a job, or I just went down today to check out an apartment, which was located right in Newton, same town as Chestnut Hill, 3-minute drive, so you really can't beat how close it really is. I think it might go well. I'm going to fill out an application tonight. The guy seemed really chill, landlord, and hopefully things will fall into place. They just have to do like a background check, credit check, I believe, and hopefully I'll get it. They looked at one person before me, but fingers crossed. Hopefully things will work out. So I'm going to get editing the video tonight. It was a good lift today. My final didn't go that well, like I said, so my workout was, at times, but we got through it. Overall, I'd say it went pretty well. I took some pictures, so keep a lookout on Instagram and Facebook for that. It was really busy, so I didn't get to take a whole video of the posing, but I got pictures. I went through every pose, so this is going to be considered my week 1 pictures of this prep, so check those out. I'm going to get this video editing now and just kind of chill for tonight, and we'll be good. So I'll talk to you guys real soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you enjoyed the voiceover and a little bit something different. So thanks, guys. Have a good night.